Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to this fall 2025 season tier list. So yeah, it's gonna be the first tier list of the season. I thought I'd make one because the season starts tomorrow, so you guys have like an idea of like what's going on. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played the preseason much, but I mean, I think I have a pretty good idea of like where the game is gonna fall overall between the frenzy and like all the changes. So tier explanation first. S is broken. Basically, you're gonna see those units pretty much every single game. I put Ras here. I'm not entirely sure where it's gonna fall, but I feel like it's gonna fall in S. It's either gonna be S or A. I feel like, but yeah, I think it's gonna be S. Yeah. So S is like broken units you're gonna see every game. A are broken units as well. You're gonna see very often. They're just not quite on the same, like they're not quite as game breaking as the S tier basically. Like they're really strong, but they have limitations. B tier is good situational units. Like they're all good units. It's just you pick them in like some scenarios. You can just pick them every game. You have to, yeah, like you need a reason to draft them basically. Then we have C, which is gonna be entirely situational units, which means they're not like, it's nice to have them geared, but they're not that important. Like they're niche basically. Like most of them, you're almost never gonna draft. Like you're gonna draft maybe once in, I don't know, like 50 games, 100 games. So like they're gonna be so niche that it doesn't really matter if you have them geared or not. It's just like it's nice if you do. Sometimes it's gonna be useful, but most of the time they're just gonna be useless. And then we have D tier, which is unplayable units. So yeah, like I mean, when I say unplayable, like I mean anything is playable realistically, depending on like who your opponent is, what your account looks like, etc. It's just like overall they're extremely bad. So there's no reason to have them geared unless you really like them basically. So yeah. And that's it for the tier explanation. Um, do I explain all of the units? Maybe not. I feel like we've seen most of them already. Like I mean, it's nothing like at some point it's like not much new. I'll just go through I think some specific units, like ones that I think might require some explanation. So Peira, I think we've seen her enough. She's broken as fuck. Nothing really changes that in the new season. None of the new units really change that realistically. The frenzy doesn't really change that, so yeah. Arunka, basically the same. I doubt she's gonna fall off. I mean, she might fall off at some point, but I don't think we're quite there yet. So Arunka, Peira, pretty much the same. Luna, I think pretty much the same as well. Like she hasn't really changed much. The fact that she gets a skill null at the start of the game is like extremely broken. Like it just makes her so safe overall. Like it's crazy. Having a free skill null is insane. Like if you've played Luna and you've played the slow Tenebria, like because they're similar units in a way, like you draft them early on just to like in a way to deny them from your opponent if you're slow. Like the difference between having a skill null and not having one is like day and night. It's actually crazy. Plus she can hold her own book, which is extremely valuable as well to Soulburn. So yeah. But yeah, Luna, same thing. Like she doesn't really, nothing really like makes her worse, I would say. And plus she's quite good into Sage Ball, she's quite good into Eda, whereas Tenebria, for instance, she's pretty bad into Eda, right? Because she's gonna like remove her stealth, which can be really awkward. So yeah, Luna still up there. Now we have Light Meru. I mean I haven't played her, but I'm pretty sure she's like extremely broken. The simple fact that she makes your team so tanky is just insanely valuable. Like for a single unit to make your entire team so tanky, plus like her buff to your frontline unit is so strong. Like they get immortality for a turn. I don't know. It's just yeah, it's insane. Plus she's really good at stopping like aggro and stuff because she self push right when your opponent push, which is again one of the reasons why Luna is so good because she can just steal her. But yeah, like Light Meru, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be like I'm pretty sure you're gonna see her almost every game. And then Ras, I mean, I feel like he's an anti-aggro unit, but at the same time, his S2 is like his S2 is really strong. Like, let's say I play against a slow player, right? I can just like S2, like they're gonna play Pera probably or something. I can just like burn S2 on Pera and then one tapper with S3. Like, isn't that crazy? And then if I get another S3, it's 70% more damage, so it's gonna do like 17k on AOE. I don't know. Isn't that like insane? So yeah, I feel like Ras is gonna be. I feel like Ras is gonna be really strong. But I mean, I guess we'll see. But yeah, there's a good chance it's gonna be broken as fuck. Ilinav, she bumped up compared to Yufin, right? Like before it was something like that, I think. Now it's something like that. The main reason is that Yufin is mostly good against aggro in general, but I think aggro is gonna be like at least early on in the season. I think it's gonna be pretty bad. We've like turn 2 has gotten Light Meru. We're getting Ras very soon. We got Eda. We got Sage Ball. Like the new Frenzy is extremely turn 2 favored. Like I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but Smilegate is really, they're really pushing for turn 2 for the next season, at least for now. Like, we might still end up with like aggro being completely broken by the end of the season. But for now, at least, I think turn 2 is gonna dominate. And yeah, so Yufin, like, she loses a lot of, like, she isn't that good then anymore. And Ilinav, since she's good into so many units and like she has so much utility, she has a cleanse, she's good into. She stops some of Renak damage. She stops some of Celine damage. She stops Eula's damage. Like, yeah, she just stops a lot of stuff overall. So Sage Ball as well. So yeah, I think Ilinav is back on top as like the premium mitigation knight. Then Cilias. Okay, Cilias up there is like fairly new. I think like okay, I think Cilias is really strong, but I think it mostly depends on like how fast you are basically. Like this is 320 Cilias, this is 310 Cilias, this is 300 Cilias, this is 290 Cilias. So yeah, like she's a very strong unit, but she kinda needs to take turn 1. If she doesn't, like if your opponent goes before you, it can be really awkward. But if you can guarantee turn 1, you can play stuff like if you have a very fast Cilias, you can confidently pick stuff like Blue Wayong, right? And then it's just like really strong overall. So yeah. Flan, yeah, I mean Flan is still Flan, so yeah, here she is. Yay. One more season, yay. Lua. We'll have to see, honestly. Like, I feel like Lua always finds a way to be relevant, so yeah. We'll have to see, because even last season, like, she wasn't played that much during like the middle of the season, and then she made a comeback toward the end, which was like she was really annoying with like Pera and Aram and stuff. Yeah, I feel like she always finds a way to come back, and if you look at like win rate, she always has a really high win rate, which kinda supports the fact that she's at least like still kinda broken. So yeah, I think Lua is still up there. Renak, last season I think she was S. I think this season she's gonna be A because again she's an aggro unit realistically. She isn't that good if you play slow, and we got a lot of anti-aggro overall, so yeah, like that kinda hurts her, like that hurts her a decent amount. So here we are. I'm probably still gonna pre-ban her just because she's annoying though, but also because I don't really know what else to pre-ban at this point, but yeah. Celine. Celine was a bit lower before. I think she is. I think, like just the meta like is gonna favor her a bit, but I guess we'll see. She has really good synergy with like aggro units like Cilias, and she's just very. The fact that she can hold the blue Wayong's artifact and just like one tap stuff is just crazy valuable, right? Like Wayong's artifact, because of Meru, has become crazy strong, but like you don't really have that many thieves that can take advantage of it. You have Blue Wayong, but you really need Cilias for her to like actually be a unit. And then you have Tori, I guess, but Windrider is like crazy valuable on Tori. And yeah, like I don't know, Tori is a slow unit, so it's a bit more awkward for her to really like take advantage of it. So yeah, like Celine, I think she's gonna be pretty decent into Lady of the Scale potentially, but she's also gonna be really strong with her, which is also one of the reasons why she's so high. You can just go Meru, and then like your Celine is unkillable basically. So an unkillable Celine is always kind of a pain in the ass. So yeah. So here we are. Alright. Tenebria. Yeah, not much to say. Like she's broken, so here she is. Zio, same. Like hasn't really changed much, so here she is as well. Honestly, yeah, I think Zio might be a bit hard. It might be a bit harder for him this season. Like between Ras, again, like all of those aggro units, it's gonna be harder for them this season. Like you have a lot of really annoying units to deal with, so yeah. Bit here, Yufin, nothing special. Like she just fell off a bit because I think aggro is gonna be weaker. Aram, she has her niche. She's still a very strong. Like she's a strong unit. It's just she's like you can't really draft her that often overall unless you really wanna force Lua. But for that you need a really fast Lua. I feel like so. Yeah, not everyone can play like that. But yeah, I still think it's pretty good overall. Just you need like certain like you need specific pre-bans and stuff, right? You can just like slam this. Like you need potentially Zio to not be there. You need RCT to not be there. You need quite a few conditions basically. Belayan, yeah, nothing special. She's still good. She fell off a lot since FCC basically. I mean a lot. Like she was basically AS before. Now she's B, which is fine, but yeah, it's not crazy. Like she's a situational pick. You can't like slam her early anymore. Aced, yeah, like still there. Like if your opponent tries to kill you, then like Aced is there for you. Wayong, nothing special. The fact that her S3 ignores the mage chair is pretty nice though. Like you can potentially kill stuff through what's her name, through Meru. She's always nice. DDR still always a decent unit. Like I don't really see him ever like falling off too much. Like because his kit is just so good. Like you can make him a really bulky. He can hold the ice crystal, and then you can just like put pressure on your opponent just by him existing basically. Lilibet, yeah. I mean if your opponent tries to debuff you, she's always there. Arya, nothing too special. The Frenzy is really good for her. Plus 100 DR on your team, really strong for her. Defense spent for warriors, really strong for her. So that's kinda nice. Because I mean, like 100 ER, if you play Arya on top, your entire team is like 150 ER for free. Like that's crazy. Like basically your entire team cannot be debuffed unless by like dedicated debuffers. But you need like Peira and stuff, they can't really debuff you anymore, right? Like Peira, Arunka, Luna, if she doesn't have any effectiveness. Like they can't debuff you at all anymore. Like that's like for free, for like a single unit. Like imagine Arya gave your team 150 ER, like it's just insane. So yeah. Arya, Sharon, yeah, nothing too special. I think she should be pretty good into ball. I've seen a lot of ball, so I think she should be pretty good into him, and just like she's a decent unit overall. Politis, yeah, like I don't think I'll ever put her below B tier. Like her S2 is just like too strong, same as Yufin. Like yeah, they're always gonna be like relevant to some extent. So RCT, kinda the same. I don't think you really want to pick her ever. It's just if your opponent plays too greedy, then you get a free force ban. So that's always nice. Ruel. Yeah, I mean, Ruel. Indeed. Nothing to say here. Schnell, nothing to say. Politis, not much to say either. Like, she's still the same unit. Araminta, yeah. I don't know, might be a bit like she might be a bit better. Like going for stuff like Luna Araminta might be better. I mean, might be more value. I mean, it's probably more valuable if you get the frenzy that like increase burn damage, right? But yeah, it's only like 1 in 4 games, and like you need a specific like it's a very specific angle that you need to look for. So Loki might put her in C, but I mean she's quite strong, so I think it's fine. Solitaria. Yeah, I mean, as long as Flan exists, you're gonna see Solitaria. Strays are gonna be a lot harder to pick this season, but still a decent late pick potentially if your opponent plays slow. Taiyu, yeah, I mean, as long as Zio exists, Taiyu is gonna exist. Tori, just a good hyper carry. Eula, okay, Eula is new. The Reflect is broken as fuck, in my opinion. She's not gonna be an early pick unit, like definitely not gonna early pick her. But for 5, I expect her to be really, really strong. She pairs extremely well with Light Meru, and she's just like a reflect. Like a reflect is crazy. Like I don't know what like 60% reflect. Like you're reflecting 60% of the damage you take. But she's a unit with like 40k HP. So like if Celine S1U, she dies. If Flan S3U, she dies. Like, or like she dies in like 2 hits. Like that's, I don't know. And then she can self-cleanse, she can like one-tap something with her S3. Yeah, I think Yola should be like pretty strong overall. Searmin, she's back to be, I mean, yeah, she's back to be like the premium. If you just wanna tank, you pick Searmin basically. It used to be Albedo and like Green Armin at some point, but yeah, we're back to Sea Armin. 25% damage reduction of like every source of damage is insane. Like it's insane. Like, you're gonna be so tanky. You basically have a free proof on everyone. Like hello. Anyway, so yeah, Sea Armin is back to some extent. I don't know how actually relevant she's gonna be, but yeah, if your opponent tries to kill you, like Sea Armin Ace, like how are they killing you? They're just not. Akaitis, still pretty much the same unit. You're gonna be picking her in the same spots, so same spots. So you won't really like, go over her. Kawerik is new. I think Easy should make him decently good. He has this like he does okay damage now, and I mean his kit is always like okay, right? Like you get a cleanse, you get immunity. And like now you have like a sub DPS kinda, like you have like a 10k damage on S2. Pretty nice to have. Then we have Sage Ball. That's new. I mean, he's pretty much, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. I feel like he can be a bit awkward potentially. If Ilinav is in the game, he's unplayable. He's also like he has decent amount of counters. I feel like I think he mostly should be like an anti-aggro unit, but I don't think aggro is gonna be that common. So here he is. Eda, I think she's actually like, I would say she's like low-key 8 tier, but I don't know, I haven't played enough. I think she has a lot of potential, but we'll have to see. But I do think she has a lot of potential though. Yeah, just like, I don't know, like if your opponent picks any AoE, she's really annoying. So, or like any strippers as well. So yeah, I expect her to have like a decent impact on the game. Wyong, she's she's just here because of Cilias, basically kinda the same as like Schnell is only here because of DDR. Yeah, like Wyong is okay, it's just, I mean she's pretty strong, it's just you want Cilias on 3, otherwise she's like you can pretty much useless. Ras, yeah, Ras if the game slows down, then Ras is pretty good, right? Like if you've seen like last season when RCT is open, when slow players play against each other, then Ras is pretty good because it gives you like a decent amount of tempo and stuff. So Lidica, she's just like a really good unit to go with Zio, so I'll put her here. I think it's fine. She's like one of his like I think like his best bridges are like Taiyu and like Taiyu, Lidica, Flan probably. So I think it's fair to like put her there. And Mort, yeah, I mean it's like one of the highest win rate unit every season since his buff. He's just like, I don't know, he's really annoying. So, and like he has a big impact on the game just from existing. So I think it's fine to put him here as well. He completely shuts down Elbris. He's really annoying for Lua. So yeah. But again, like nothing really new. And then yeah, like I won't go over all of those. It's way too much. But yeah, C tier. They're okay. Like they're not that bad. It's just they're very situational. But like for instance, something like Elvira, right? Like she's really good at her job. It's just like her job is like not needed 99% of the time. But when it is, then you're happy to have Elvira. But then having gear on her doesn't even matter because she's gonna get post banned. But you know. Yeah, but I put like some, I think like decent units here. Like I think SSV is pretty decent. I think RTA is pretty decent. I think Kairon is pretty decent. I think FCC is okay. It's just all of those units are like gonna be very very rare picks. So I think they're fine here. But again, they're not bad. They're just like very rare picks. So yeah, like even if you don't have them geared, doesn't matter too much. But if you can gear them, you definitely should. And D tier, don't gear them. So yeah, like they're bad. I mean, you can if you like them. Once again, like if you like them, nothing wrong with that. Like you don't have to play RTA to. I mean, you don't need to win every game. Like playing units you like is also like, I don't know. It's pretty important. But yeah, like overall they are not good units. Okay, so that's it for the tier list. Hopefully that helps some of you. I don't know. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed the video and hope you have a great day. Peace.